I tell you, the first time I met Samantha, it was a beautiful September day, some 26 Septembers ago. I drove up in the car. You thought I was your mom. You came out, thinking it was your mom. And those big, brown, beautiful eyes got as big as saucers. That is the very second I fell in love with you. And I haven't stopped yet since. Honey, this is a day I've been looking forward to for many years. Also a day I've been dreading for many years. Let me tell you, I've been looking forward to it because I know you wanted this so very much. And I want it so very much for you. I've been dreading it because today's the day I had to hand my baby girl over. I used to be her #1 man, now I'm #2. The only thing that truly makes this easy is that she's marrying a guy with character, honesty, and integrity.
John, I cannot believe the day is finally here and we're getting married. I'm so excited to marry you. Looking back on the last 2 years, I've never been so happy, never laughed more, and I've never been more excited to spend the rest of my life with you. On my bad days, you always find a way to make me smile, which doesn't take long. I love that I can always count on you to be there for me, and you always have the best advice and know how to keep me in check. I'm so lucky I found you. God really knew what he was doing. I so wish that your brother could be here with you today. When I met him last year on his birthday, it's like you never left home. The love in his eyes for you. You could tell that's someone who really loves you. I'm so happy to be a part of your family, John. I can't wait to get to know them more. It's going to be a great ride, and I can't wait to start with you today. See you soon. I love you, Samantha.
A word of advice and a toast. It'll be brief. Life in marriage is like a merry-go-round. It goes round and round and up and down. All I ask is that your downs be brief and short-lived, and your ups be lengthy and long-lived. Here's to you. I love you both. They're here.
I hear you.
You like it?
You look amazing.
Thank you. You look so good.
Thanks, babe.
Look at you. You look so good.
You look amazing. Perfect. So the first time I met Samantha, you guys know, was at Birch.
I met him on Tinder.
Both swiped right, luckily. I was a little bit early. I'm always a little bit early, and she was a little bit late, and she's always a little bit late.
And when I walked in, he called me Stephanie. So yeah.
Luckily, she stayed. She looked so angry, but she stayed. I remember to this day what she was wearing. She was wearing jeans, a white and black striped shirt, and a green sweater.
We spent 3 hours there talking about family and friends and what we like to do.
I knew right away that this was not a typical first date.
And my mom kept calling me and calling me, thinking I was in a trunk of a car.
I knew leaving there. I actually called my buddy Matt, who can't be here today, and I called my parents and told them both, like, this was something different.
I texted him first after the date, and he thought he did, and I got a purse out of it because I won the bet.
I've never felt this before. I've never had a first date like this before, and it might be my last first date.
That I'm your man, and I get to kiss your baby just because I can. Whatever comes our way, I will see it through, and you know that's what all love can do. I am in this crazy life, and through these crazy times, it's you, you make me sing. Your every line, your every word, your everything. And
I, John, take you, Samantha, to be my wife.
And I promise before God to be your faithful wife.
I will be honest with you. I will respect, trust, help, and care for you.
I will share with you in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, sickness and in health.
I will forgive and strengthen you. I will join with you so that together we may serve God and others as long as we both shall live.
And I sing along.
Now, friends, it is a privilege to present to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. John and Samantha Steele.
So
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Maria Zachman, Samantha's oldest and wisest cousin on the Callahan side. Samantha and I go way back, like way, way back. Growing up just 13 months apart and the only grandchildren in the family for several years, we were built-in playmates, friends, and most importantly, sisters. You see, our mamas being sisters did everything together, which in turn meant we did everything together. Some of my best and favorite childhood memories involve Samantha. But it wasn't always fun and games. We had our moments, only being a year apart and the only little ladies of the family. She literally copied me on everything. We also went through major life events and changes together, like Sam moving to Texas, our grandparents moving across the country, and the loss of one of the most important women in our life, our Grandma Margie, who I know is shining down on you today. You're such a beautiful, unique, and special woman. You leave a little sparkle, as you can see, wherever you go. So you are kind, caring, dedicated, hardworking, and all-around amazing daughter, cousin, auntie, friend, and now wife. Before I end, I'd like to do something that our priest did on our wedding that is still to this day one of my favorite memories. So Samantha and John, take a look out into the crowd. Look at all these faces. They are here for you, and never again will you have all these people that love and care about you this much celebrating you. So take this in, remember what it feels like, remember what it looks like, and just store it in your memory and in your heart forever. Please join me in a toast to the lovely couple, John and Samantha. May your new life together be filled with much love, happiness, and joy, and may you always be surrounded with an abundance of family and friends that love you. Cheers!
Okay, so that's 3 toasts. Okay, so if you notice, I had John and Samantha stand up. I had family in the room stand up, and I had friends stand up. And I want to tie all those things together because friends and family really are, they're not all that different. And I want to call attention to a very wise man in this room. His name is Nikhil. A few years ago, Nikhil and I have lived together, as have a lot of the people that are sitting at this table today. He raised to my attention something a few years back, and I'm quoting him in a sense. And a few years ago, he told me that there's no such thing really in life as friends. Okay, and there's only 2 types of relationships that you will have in your life, and those 2 things are family, of course, and acquaintances. Okay, and anybody in your life that is good enough to be your friend is also good enough to be your family. And so with that, I need everybody in John's family to once again stand up, and Sam's family, of course, as well. That's everybody. If you weren't connecting the dots there, that's everybody. Okay. So raise your glasses, family in the room. Okay, and take a look at these 2 newlyweds here, Samantha and John. Cherish them and love them and support them as much as you can in their years in lifetime to come. And John and Sam, take a look around the room. These are all your family members right here tonight. Lean on them as much as you need in your years to come. So let's raise our glasses to family and to Samantha and John. Cheers.